Hello, everyone. This is Sekolah Lair of SekolahLair.com. I'm a video marketing specialist, and in this interview series, I am going to interview the one, the only, Sarah Lippe.
Yay! Hello, Sekolah.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you so much for inviting me to join your interview. I feel so honored.
Oh, well, thank you for participating. I greatly appreciate it, and I'm pretty sure our viewers are going to learn so much from you. But before we get in and dig down into the nitty-gritty today, I want to tell you a little bit about Sarah. And the reason why I'm doing this interview series is because I talk about all the time the importance of using video in your business and how to market video. But there are a lot of questions that some women have as women business owners. Is it just about getting ready for the camera? What can they do to actually rock it with video to make an impact, right? So first, I want to tell you a little bit about Sarah. This is an amazing biography. I'm just honored to interview her today. Sarah is an award-winning documentarian, cinematographer, and I don't know what all you do. You just do so much, but let me just go down the list one by one, okay? She has won an award for Best Cinematography in a web series called The Last Fall of Ashes. Then, for the Canada International Film Festival, she won an award for her short film, The Passage, which has been seen all over the world.
Just talking to you about myself.
Yes, just clap.
Nobody claps, I do.
That's right. Clap for yourself. It's awesome. And she is a well-known photographer. She creates movies for families to bring families together. And she also does documentary type films for businesses. And if you want more information about what Sarah Lippe does, be sure to check out her website, docme.ca. Okay, and I'll make sure I'll put the link down below in the description box. Did I leave anything out? Oh, and most important, she is a mother to a bright, intelligent, active, healthy 6-year-old boy. and I'm gonna let Sarah tell you a little bit something about yourself. So Sarah, share with us something personal about you.
Hello again. I have a lot of personal things about me, but there is something that people all over the city usually ask me a lot about my tattoo that says in Portuguese, "Be a child eternally." That I've done this tattoo since I was 20 years old. And what means is I've decided to be an eternal child since I was a child, and that's the way I will be. I will be very old and always as a child, but it doesn't mean only a child like woohoo the whole time. It really means mentally. Children, they're so honest. They're so forgiving. I see my kid, fighting with his friends, and then 5 minutes later, they're already loving each other. And I figured this out a long time ago. I don't look as young as I do. That's people say, maybe because of my glasses. But that's the way I am. That's the way I believe a world would be better. Only with children mentality, forgiving, love, honesty. If they love you, they love you. If they don't like you, they don't care about you. And that's the way I want to be with you.
And I feel honored that you allowed me to interview you today. That must mean you like me.
Oh, I do love you. Yeah, you are, I've been following you since the beginning. You are rocking. You are one of mine.
Thank you so much. All right, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty. All right, so here's some questions that I've received from women business owners about video and creating video. And the first one that I have for you is, since you are a videographer and you kill it with video, what type of equipment do you use to record your videos?
All right. So I love since they've created DSLRs because they have, I like Canon in particularly because they have amazing lenses. So I use Canon 70, 70D, 5D. I also use a Blackmagic camera, which is like 2.5K or 4K that has better resolution. It depends on what I'm going to be doing. If I want to shoot something to screen on the movie theater, I have to use a camera that has better resolution. If I'm just like shooting a movie to upload online, I can use my DSLR or I can use, you know, whatever. And I'm super in love with GoPro. It's great to shoot outdoors, but only if it has good light. So when I go around, you know, shooting my son, this morning I had a video shoot, an aquafit class, just shooting a pregnant lady, and that's what I use, the GoPro. That's a good camera to go into the water, and the footage looks awesome.
Okay, so the GoPro, I've heard of the DSLR and I've heard of Blackmagic cameras, but what is the GoPro?
Here.
Okay.
It looks like even a commercial for GoPro, like quick. Here you are, GoPro.
Okay, so is that good for underwater or?
Yes, the GoPro basically comes with like lots of different accessories that you can purchase. For example, to go under the water, you have, you know, this little case here that is called housing. Mm-hmm. So basically, it's all protected. It's plastic. And there are no holes around. So basically, you put your camera inside this housing, see? And then you close it. And woohoo! Take it to the waterfall. You're going to be safe.
Okay.
You know, and there are a lot of things. You can attach it to your helmet. You can attach it to your chest. You can put it in your car. You know, it has like many options for you to make an amazing videos.
Okay, so the GoPro is basically good for action type videos, right?
I wouldn't say not only for action. Yeah, it's kind of like if you're going out, like I make a lot of footage of my son, for example, and we go out and then I shoot him, you know, like the playland, for example, and it looks amazing. I think GoPro is more kind of like for vlogging style. If people, you know, like to vlog, and indoor, I used my GoPro the other day indoor, and it looks awful. It's not a camera for low light, but if you use lighting, if you have, you know, like any lighting equipment, then it works well. So I can use it indoor, but I have to have good lighting to lit my subject.
Okay. All right. And then, of course, you mentioned the Blackmagic camera, which does the 4K type resolution, which is good high def resolution. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, a lot of people are familiar with the DSLR type cameras, which a lot of YouTubers use. But this leads me to my second question for you, because some of this equipment is kind of pricey, even if you buy it used. Mm-hmm. What other alternatives do you have? Because even for me right now, when I record my videos, I use my tablet because it still has good high definition, but I don't have the money right now for the DSLR. I'm saving my penny for it, but
yeah, you're doing well. You're doing fine.
Thank you. So what other alternatives do you have for business owners who don't have this type of equipment?
I think for business owners, okay, you know what? I think for business owners, everything these days goes so fast. We have only 24 hours per day. So So I think an iPhone could be an awesome option. Like Samsung. My English sometimes is not
Samsung.
super cool.
Yeah, Samsung.
Yeah, the Samsung Galaxy. Whatever.
Galaxy.
Galaxy. I'm learning English here. Woo!
You're
So
doing
yeah,
great.
my boyfriend has it, and it's amazing. It shoots really well, but once again, it's like the GoPro camera. It's great once you have good light. I see a lot of people shooting, a lot of entrepreneurs, they shoot outside because they gotcha. That is better. But if you want to shoot inside, make sure it's great to shoot during the day, close to a window, and also the iPhone, you don't need to worry about like sound, to editing sound, because when we shoot with the DSLR, the sound is not very good. So I usually use something like this. So I record the audio separately, which is gonna make people, they're not filmmakers, like kind of crazy, like, oh my gosh, I have to sync the audio with the video. So yes, I think an iPhone, those smartphones, they even shoot in 4K these days. I think they're fine if you know how to do it properly.
Right. Okay, so what Sarah just showed was an external microphone. That's one of those high-tech external microphones. But if you're looking, what she was talking about, for me, I have an iPhone 6. And fortunately, where I live, I am blessed to have enough natural light, and I take advantage of the natural light. But say, for example, you can purchase a LED or ring light, something very small that you can clip onto the top of your phone that's battery operated, that if you're not having enough natural light, you can use that. Now, for me, I have this little gem right here. So, for example, if I don't have enough light, I plug it in, and it has 3 levels of brightness. And once it gets off of my glasses, you can probably see that it looks a little more balanced. If it doesn't, then I can go up another notch. That's too much. That's too much. So then we'll just go back down to the 1 level, which makes it look more of a natural light. So if you are in an area and you are using your phone, then I would suggest considering purchasing one of these small LED lights if I stop blinding myself right about now. And I also found, Sarah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I also find that if you are going to be using your phone a lot to do recording, then you don't want to store a lot of stuff on your phone. Because for me, I have a lot of apps on my phone, and it will not allow me to record not even a 2-minute video, because I just have a lot of stuff on my phone. So if you're going to use something portable like this, make sure that you have enough space or storage on your phone, because mine is 16 gigs. And trust me, it doesn't hold a lot or as much as you think. So that's another option for you. And this right here, I have this little baby right here. This is a selfie stick with a tripod base.
Yeah.
So this is what I stick my phone in. And this is what I usually use for my Facebook Live videos. And I like it because you can actually turn and tilt it either way. So you can go horizontal or vertical when you want to.
I have this. I like this as well. This is good because you can attach it. I had shown you this before, right?
Yes, that one you could put around a tree, right?
Yes, you can put it like on a chair. You can attach it pretty much anywhere. It's really handy.
Oh, yeah. I like that. And the things that we're showing you as far as these things using your phone, they're not expensive. So if you go to an equipment store or electronic store and you find a selfie stick kit, they'll have some of these items in there as well.